and he run us down with this big long knife.
I do not blame him.
And you know what saved us? She back off a big dirty knife on us.
No.
War tankers, like the big ugly truck where them use in war, sitting where you cover up and you cannot sleep on your bed at nights. You have to sleep under the bed. There's no way and no time there will be a crime-free Jamaica.
Lee Baron Lee is the man who used to produce a whole heap of calypso music.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know, Lenky would have produced music for like Sean Paul, Get Busy, Wayne Wonder, No Letting Go. You guys worked with him.
You have Cali Jazz, you have Japa Jazz.
Yeah.
You know, I never hear that.
And I've been on stage with younger kids who didn't even born, trying to prevent me from who is original Jamaican from shine. They tried to stop me from perform. I even started a patois school.
Hey, everyone at Big in Japan. My name is Jules, and today we have some special guests. Some very, very special musical guests. And they came all the way over here. They are Freemynz.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. But wait, it's two of y'all, though. It is two of y'all. So who is who? Talk to the people.
Catapila.
Catapila.
Shango Trex.
Shango.
And we are
Freemynz. Just like that. Yeah,
I
man.
love that energy. I love it.
Yeah,
So the Freemynz, you know?
Yeah, man.
Where that coming from? Where that name come from? What's the vibes there?
Well, that name is a name I really... We get inspired from Outkast, a group named Outkast. You know Outkast,
The
right?
American rap
Yeah, man.
group.
Yeah.
Got it.
And because we's all kind of outcast, you know, Jamaica
Right.
kind of style, you know.
That makes sense.
The kind of Jamaican outcast.
Yeah.
So we decided to say, yo, you know, so we have to go free, we have to go think about something where, you know, we're kind of represent.
Jamaica.
Yeah. And
You don't.
yeah, we'll go with Freemynz,
Okay, that makes
Because-
sense. Because it's like, for me,
you know.
are you from
Of course, a bunch of other names kind of come up still, but Freemynz are the one that stick.
Freemynz is
Yeah.
what's it?
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all talking about that Outcast and you know, the Freemynz and so on. Going back to the Caribbean, because we all from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not from Jamaica. You guys are from Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
Right,
But
right.
even though I was not from Jamaica, dancehall, reggae, all that stuff, I grew up listening to.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hear about Babylon and liberation. You know?
Freemynz spirit.
Right. So
Jamaica
that's what
thing.
y'all encompass, yeah?
Definitely.
See?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So then tell me about that. Tell me about Jamaica. What was it like growing up in Jamaica? Maybe you could start first.
Well, that's for me, he's a country boy, you know. From St. Thomas. Love the nature and thing. Love the river. Love the hills.
Right.
Love
Fishing.
fishing and the whole thing. And it's a
when
gal
born-
stuff.
And the gallets too.
Gal them to like, wow.
You can go fishing, boy.
Yeah, gal them, man.
Not fish, you know, fishes of women.
Fishes of women, you know,
You're right,
fish that
you're
fish
right.
there, you know. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
That sounds like a really nice, you know, kind of upbringing, just
man.
relaxing the nation thing.
Definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Okay, Shango.
Yeah, man, I come from Kingston, you know. See,
Oh, shy.
I grew up amongst the bad boy thing. But we love run go see to get deal with some fishing sometime, but not like the countryman style. But you know what happen now? It's also Kingston man, enough girls, man, still so you find so fishing for girls.
Got you.
So yeah.
So,
but
go ahead.
yeah, but you know, right now growing up in Kingston was great, you know.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, we'll get some good upbringing and we'll get some great experience.
So, like, amongst all that fishing, amongst the farming, the
Fishes of women.
Never fish.
the city boy life in Kingston, what's not? Where did music come in, you know, in your childhood? Like, where did you find access to enjoy it, to develop it, and so on? Where did your music journey start?
Well, like for me, you know, me start from really going to church and tempting and church. Get familiar with the music through church. Because in church you clap on and whatever, and then we start with this Anglican church and be on the choir, you know.
Got your cymbals and everything.
Yeah. I was on the choir marching up on the robe and all these things. Well dressed up in some blue robe.
The blue.
Yeah, you know. Royal blue too, you know. But it's a great experience because through that, you know, we get to learn other genre of music, you know,
Right,
not the classical and so forth. Yeah,
Right.
and until I move on to learning to play the trumpet and things like that, and passing through all of that, getting some classical teaching and things, you know, learn to read music and things like that.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, that's where our music thing really come from. Like, that is where my music thing started.
Okay. What about you, Pillow?
Well, my music thing now, naturally, we grew up, as Mr. Me a country boy.
Right.
Radio, I played that if none the down my yard. Maybe don't even have a radio, so I never really penetrate music like that. But at least, you know, say music can go on. But
So
in the country, you have too many things to do. As I say, like hills, rivers, seas, and stuff like that.
Let me just understand. You said it was radio. This is how you primarily...
Basically, if you have a radio.
Got you.
Because not every house have a radio at that time.
Right.
And not every house have a radio at that time. So as I look at active youth who love the outdoors and me not have time to listen to radio.
Yeah.
If me a pass, I play some music, I play, hear it.
Right.
But time when I find myself that music gonna be, it is when I was 8 years old. And that was when Bob Marley passed away.
Wow.
So as we say, we was in school.
Yeah.
School don't have light at them time. By them time, we don't have electricity.
Not
as a matter
at
of
all?
fact, no electricity. Any form of electricity is must some like a farm worker who do the farm work in America bring down a little Delco.
Yeah.
So his house have light.
I can let you know what Delco is. Delco is generator.
All right. Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Say, you don't know. You learn something new today. You know what that's the generator.
I was like, maybe it's a brand or something.
No.
So we learned today.
Delco, that's the original name.
Generator.
Not a regular generator, but a Delco we know. So anyway, by then that one house maybe have a TV or so like a black and white one. So you know, so when nighttime come, that person's house is the theater.
Yeah.
And who can go inside? Because people are letting in them house like this, but any little hole you can find. People they all around the house and peep through all the services.
Watch the TV and things.
Okay, well that in that case no light. So school.
Yeah.
At school one day suddenly they call us up at the auditorium to everybody gather.
It was like a full event for
Full
Bob
event.
Marley. Wow.
Don't know what it was at that time. Anyway.
You didn't know who Bob Marley was?
No. They just say, come, everybody gather here.
Wow.
When you gather, you go back up on TV. When you don't see so normal, you don't see that so easy.
So it's like a big show.
So it's like a big thing now.
Damn, yeah.
And to realize that it was Bob Marley funeral was broadcasting international, all over Jamaica.
Yeah.
And that's, by watching it, that's where my inspiration and the whole thing just come down, and that's where I realized, this is what I'm gonna do.
Was it a matter of hearing the music as it played?
Bob Marley, because the music was playing while they're driving around with the casket, and there was an energy.
But there's something so profound about the country just stopping for this musician.
Yeah, man.
That also inspired it too?
Yeah.
That I didn't even know about before then. Yeah. But there was an energy that comes with watching that, and that tells me that music is what I'm going to do.
Right.
And it leads me to get permission from the principal of the school to go out and see my brother rehearse like 30 minutes before the regular 3 o'clock closing time without my parents knowing that. And that's where it started.
Got you.
You know.
So in terms of artists, I know that, for Shango, it was, the church music, it was classical music and all these influences. But people know Jamaica for its dance hall, scene, its reggae scene. And you guys, I'm assuming, you kind of grew up in the development of that sound. Yeah. How was that? Did that influence you even today and how you produce your music?
Definitely.
Of course. No doubt about that. Because, since you see Jamaica music, what happened, a lot of people don't know about Jamaica history and music. Jamaica music was influenced by foreign music. Music coming from the state.
Yeah.
So like rap part.
Yeah.
Before rapping. Rapping comes from reggae.
Like knocking cool.
Yeah. Like Steve Urkel and everything in the Bronx, so would start the whole rapping thing.
Yeah.
But beside that, music in Jamaica, development of popular music in Jamaica. We're not talking about popular music, we're talking about like ska, reggae, rocksteady, dancehall. Not necessarily in that order, but all of these music they developed because the music used to come from abroad
Yeah.
and people used to do over music.
Yeah.
Like cover records from abroad.
Right.
And you used to have some producer who come with, produce the reggae music or the ska music
Yeah.
and so forth. And even some soca too. Soca, calypso. Calypso.
Yeah.
Some calypso. As a matter of fact, most people don't know, say, it's Byron Lee. Byron Lee is the man who used to produce a whole heap of calypso music.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Yep.
all right, see? So you know something today.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, but the whole thing is
It really
Jamaican
influenced.
music is influenced by a lot of foreign music.
Different music.
Hence,
Yeah.
we developing and getting inspiration from the music that in Jamaica and abroad
Yeah.
is we become part of even that developing the music in Jamaica. We become a part of the source of developing music, the
Right.
ambassadors for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So dance hall, you guys were telling me about like the original, where dance hall came from, the term itself, and it literally means dance hall. There was dance halls,
Yeah, to the art.
music playing,
To the art, yeah. To the
everybody
art.
coming, dancing, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now my question is that where you guys met? Y'all met at the dance hall in Jamaica? What?
Nah.
No.
How you mean? Both of y'all Jamaican?
Yep.
Yeah.
Grew up in the same kind of bracket?
Grew up in a Jamaica.
But y'all ain't
Never, I mean,
We never know each other
never
until we travel. When we travel to Japan.
to Japan.
Yeah.
We never know each other until we travel to Japan.
And we actually live in the same vicinity, same area in Jamaica. Like
Yeah.
That's
the
crazy.
supermarket that we used to go shop with my mom when she come to sell market stuff in Kingston.
Yeah.
He used to be doing part-time job.
Yeah,
there or
it's
something
a
like
pop
that.
bag in there.
Yeah.
So y'all used to cross paths,
Definitely.
but never
link.
But
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
man, yeah.
Until Japan.
Until Japan. That is crazy.
Yeah.
So
It's a thing with Japan and Jamaica, and it's the JJ, yeah.
the Jaja.
And so a lot of people would think that, we not even just we meet, but most Jamaican would know one another because it's just a
don't.
small island state. But really, for some reason, sometimes you look up some people are foreign,
Yes.
and you say, I see already.
Yeah.
Actually, we kind of cross paths with so much people who, because it's a small island, and people cross them one another regular.
Yeah.
Don't even know, we never get to see him because I don't know.
Yeah.
That is
But
crazy.
we were supposed to meet.
Yeah, man, I said, come on. If me to meet them time, we wouldn't dance.
That is destiny. Of course it's destiny. You play, hundreds of
We'll
miles,
dance a little, we'll
and
dance
that's
a
how
little.
you meet.
There's a possibility with a liquid see me and turn bad boy and whole heap of sitting. We used to go out and whole heap of things in your ear, right now, King. Especially with girl, One guy run me down on me and my crew already.
Wait, pull it back. I hear about y'all. I hear about somebody get run down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you see that field area? I used to live up on the hill, Rockfort. I live down on the level, which is the Oliver Road, Rockingham Road.
Okay.
We have to pass that to go to the beach.
Okay.
Yeah? We used to do the fishing thing and love the fishing thing.
When you say we,
No, I'm talking me and my crew.
Got you,
me
got
and
you.
my Lenky them.
right?
Yeah?
So y'all ain't meet yet.
No,
This is not Japan.
No.
So
Right.
it's like, hear the story.
No, I'm not dreaming about that.
Hear the story. we went to this to do fishing one day.
Yeah.
As some youth and, not kind of unruly kids.
Yeah.
So we buck up this big man, elder guy than us. And he was with a girl, nice browning girl. But they are in the bushes. We know what they are about to do. So we decide, say, anything I go on, we want in it. Even though we're kids. So we start stalk them. Yeah? Until they come like them give up because they realize so we are
Wow.
so we leave the thing and go fishing now. We went out on the wharf. Yeah, it's very terrible. We're unruly kids, man. We went out on the wharf. Just by chance.
Shame.
Just by chance, we look back on the beach. The guy was coming at us now.
Oh, get
we-
revenge.
Yeah, so we had was to beat him. The beach is here, the wharf is here. So he's coming from over here from the bush. So we had was to beat him to reach land so we can run away.
Right.
And we did get away.
Ooh.
And he run us down with this big long knife.
I do not blame him.
And you know what saved us?
What?
Another elder from our area saw him running us down, four of us,
Oh
and
my
stop him.
God.
And that's where he stopped. And even then, the night, we went down by his place looking for the girl because we had secret for her now. So we
You're
need something
still
for that.
looking for this?
Yeah, hold on.
Well, we got check she.
My place, and my place.
Well, we got check she.
I want to know where this girl is now. We need she to come and fact check.
Well, we got check she and find her that night and decide so we are going to zoom in on her. She back off one big dirty knife on us. We tell her, we said, no, leave this alone. I'll be a data swing over our head like so from all corners. So we was that unruly. You know, the road
Crazy.
when gone down the beach in front, Oliver Road this so.
Yeah.
We don't mess the name again.
Yeah,
They have a club, they have a bar on the right hand.
Doncaster here.
Yeah.
Doncaster.
Yo.
So even at all of this,
We don't
y'all-
know each other.
Y'all didn't know each other, but you went into his area
Yeah, man.
looking for the girl.
But all I'm brother too.
Follow him like on your ass as she should.
Yeah. I go down in brother girl with a travel, I don't know you that.
And tell me, how did y'all meet? Like how? Yes, y'all flew to Japan, but you know thousands of people just
Yeah,
fly
man.
to Japan. So how y'all come to meet like this?
Well,
Music again.
music is a powerful thing, you know.
Use
And
it.
yeah, because what happened,
Yeah.
you know, my band came here, you know, in the late 80s and thing. And well, first and foremost, Japan was bringing up some band. There was some company that bringing up bands to play in clubs here in Roppongi.
Ah, okay,
Right.
from Jamaica.
From Jamaica, yeah.
Got you.
Straight from Jamaica. And they usually go on the coast, the North Coast,
Yeah.
and search for, you know, because music also take us to the North Coast in Jamaica,
Yeah.
where there's a lot of hotels and we do the cabaret shows and playing in band
And in
and
the hotels.
lead singing for band and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But what happened, you know, them come down there, they came down there at a time when, you know, they were trying to put Jamaican bands inside some clubs here in Roppongi area.
That's like when reggae and
Yeah.
dancehall
Yeah.
was kind of taking off here.
Nah,
Are y'all were
No. It
doing music?
was already take
was
now.
here.
It was already here, right?
Got
but,
it.
But what happened? You know, the clubs now we're trying to put like a reggae band inside the club or a band from Jamaica, right? So they came for our band, you
Yeah.
know, and then there was alternating bands.
Yeah.
So they will come down and then get our band first and start it off. And then a couple of the band from Negril, and then they went to Ocharios and get some, you know, keep doing that 6 month stuff.
For clarity, when you said our band, this is your band,
Yeah.
not separate.
Not
of
separate.
Separate.
his company
Yeah.
is in Negril.
Yeah.
No, not my company, my
His
band.
band,
Yeah.
well, the company that send you band here is in Negril. Your boss and Negril, your base. My base is in Ocharios. My
Okay.
company base in Ocharios. So we was totally different.
Got
But
it.
we end up at
But
the same
no,
place.
why may I say it's not a company? Because my boss was just one band. Your boss was many bands. It's a different thing.
Yeah, but it's still a company.
No, it's not a
It's an
company.
office.
No, Ninja Force, no. Ninja Force wasn't a company. It wasn't a company. It was just a band.
Okay.
Ninja Force was just a band.
So then, right. So your
Yeah.
band came to
Yeah, so-
play in the clubs here.
Fast forward into the time when his band came here, I wasn't here. I was in Jamaica, seeing. But then I came back
Y'all
here.
invade each other again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was never
yeah,
like each other.
it's crossing path again.
Yeah.
So I came back here, you know,
Right.
like,
Right.
like about in that 90s area, and then that's where we met. While we were both kind of living here at the time,
Yeah.
and then of course the clubs that was sending for band now, a lot of musicians that was coming up with bands, they eventually stayed here,
Yeah.
and then put band together, and two of us
Yeah.
was lucky enough to meet each other and into the same band
Yeah.
that went into one of the clubs then.
Yeah.
And of course,
It just took off from
the
there.
whole thing of working together
Right.
take off.
But clearly it took off because
Yeah.
that was more than a decade ago, right?
Yeah, man, long
And
time.
Yeah.
you guys are still here in Japan.
man.
So my question is,
I want to correct him. He said luck. I don't know luck.
you mean luck?
It's just the energy. It's just the right time we meet. It's not luck of meeting to be together, you know? Yeah.
It was like
It's the right time.
organic.
Because we've been tracing each other parts over
That's the crazy part about the story.
Yes, they just,
In
right, we
every
feel like
way.
it's just the right time, you know?
Exactly. And that's I
Oh,
think
but
that's
it's
important
just
to-
that.
Hmm?
No.
I think it's important to in your story is a lesson, like don't force things.
Definitely.
What will happen will come
Must
together
happen, you know,
and
they'll
work
come
out.
together,
Yeah,
Can't force it.
exactly.
As we say, if we meet at Jamaica, me not think would link up them here right now.
Because y'all would have been different people.
Different people.
Exactly. So now my question is, because this whole meeting has been years ago. You guys are still in Japan. You never went back to Jamaica.
We do.
We went back home.
We went back home.
You went back home.
Yeah, we went back home because I left Japan totally.
Right.
You know, I mean, I left Japan.
How long were you in Japan for?
About 10 years.
10 years? How long for you?
Before I went back?
Yeah.
Basically about the same 10 years because I came here in 1991 and I went back to live in Jamaica in 2000.
Got it.
And spent 8 years there.
I want to put we can talk about that. We will talk about that. What I'm trying to find out is what made you guys stay here for those 10 years? Why did you go back?
For me,
Yeah.
personally,
Yeah.
based on where I was living in Jamaica,
Yeah.
Rockford, Kingston, out of East there. Before I came to Japan, I went to Ocherius anyway. I left Ocherius to hear about the experience of even the Rockford, Kingston and things like that. When I came to Japan and I realized that my girlfriend that I was with then could leave the house at any time of the night, like 2, 3, 4 o'clock, anytime. Went to the here in Japan. Yeah. Went to the store, the combination store, whatever they call it, 7-Eleven or the last convenience, the convenience store. Get what she want, come back without no deal. I was like, this is safety. Right now, I need to rethink my lifestyle and where I'm going to live. And that's what really, safety is what keeps me here.
To just paint a picture, what is it like in Jamaica in contrast to that?
A total opposite way, man.
Yeah.
After 6 o'clock, you can't come out of your gate so easy where I used to live.
Right.
Because when 6 o'clock come down in the night, now the armored cars, I mean, police know about the armored car them driving. Armored car.
Armored car.
Armored car.
Armored car?
No, Armored car. Armored.
The Hummer?
No.
The big war
tanker.
War tankers, like the big ugly truck where them use in war, sitting where it cover up and the big gun on the front, like
ARMORD.
Those after 6 o'clock when time start get dark, those start to patrol our area. That's how bad it was. You cannot sleep on your bed at nights. You have to sleep under the bed because gunshot will come to your window and kill you in your house. So when me know that and see my girl could leave the house any time of the morning, any time of the night and go out and come back safe, that was it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, music is the thing that really make me stay in Japan still because, I mean, my experience, well, I have the same experience in Jamaica, you know, because we're both from ghetto and things like that. And a different part of the ghettos, you know. So, and the same thing used to go on in every ghetto because you used to have tribal war and things like that. So, of course, you have police that, you know, patrol the area a lot. Yeah. And it's police and soldiers. It wasn't just police, you know.
Police alone can't come there.
So what happened, you know, I mean, that never really deterred me from really living in Jamaica, but it was just an opportunity of getting to do the music on a different level, you know, and I find that opportunity outside of Jamaica, and here was one of the spots that really gave me that opportunity. So I ended up staying here because of that.
Got it.
You know?
So if you could try to paint what could have been, if you had stayed in Jamaica, what do you think would have been the road?
Well, you never know the future.
Yeah, you can't really tell because Jamaica is a fickle place in the sense of, you know, it could be great vibes, scene, and it could be anything bad. You know, anything can happen.
You cannot see, you know? But it's a more liable that me personally wouldn't be alive. I don't know about tricks. Yeah. I'm talking about me. I mean, maybe that would be alive. It's more chance me being here, being alive right now, more than if I was in Jamaica.
Well, talk about that. What
because it's how we call it.
Rocky
it's
road.
A rocky road, you know? Road rough out there. So really, and I think what saved me, even when I left Japan in 2000, went back to Jamaica, is my instinct again. because I've been, we call it close call. Yes, I had a close one yesterday. It's many close calls,
Yeah.
you know. So, and a lot of them I escape because of my instinct, my energy that I move with. I work with my energy.
Well, we were talking earlier about you going back after staying here for 10 years. And you stood there after going back for 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
We talk about that. How was that experience for you?
That was like a born again in the ghetto again. Like a brand new born again, like, because Japan has purified me in a way where I actually forget the struggle that I left there after 10 years.
Right. But why did you go back after those 10 years?
I actually went back to do a music video for my project.
Yeah.
And while I was on the beach, luckily by then I started feeling lost while I was in Japan because I came here when I was 20. On my adult rare happened in Japan, more friends in Japan and things like that. But there's somewhere again my instinct said this is not right. You need to know your foundation before you know another place first.
Absolutely.
With that frame of mind, not thinking about it anyway, went to Jamaica to do a music video. On the beach doing the music video with the firelight and the girls are winding up and down. It's like the events come again and meet me again and say, how long are you going to hide away from reality? And that hit me.
And the reality was...
You need to know your place. And I spent 2 weeks, came back, said to my wife, I need to go home. And in a month time, we were out of here.
Shango, did you have like any kind of experience like that where you're like, I lost and I need to refine my roots?
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. You see, what am I talking about? Me been through too much of that. So me take time out to erase a lot of that out of me. Because I mean, you know, living in areas where you wake up and you see a man do something and then them throw some tire over him and burn him. You come out the next morning, you come see dead body on the ground. You know, them things I try to erase all of that, you know, and take away myself from being there, you know.
Yeah.
So what happened, I put myself in a situation of, like, again, being around musician and music, because I started out in school, you know, as a electrical engineer.
Got it, yeah.
And then, you know, my mother wanted me to do other things. I never really ended up doing none of that. I follow my nose as your nose. I say music, you know. So because of that, I was doing this music recording from the age of 11 years old.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
I as far as I can go back is like about 11 years old. Although I was into the church too, but I was in the studio recording.
Yeah.
So that my calling towards life was never really into. I never want to see what I used to see, you know. So as soon as I could take away myself out of it, you know, gone. I was like either in the country area or somewhere doing something musical, you know. So of course, you know, I erase many of those things out of my heavens.
And that's totally understandable.
Because if I don't talk about these things, you know, because I am a solution-driven kind of person, you know, so I kind of try to find solution for whatever troubled me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for you, that...
I don't coach you, but we're kind of psychologically traumatized. Just growing up in that kind of thing. You know, so it takes years of, and still doing cleaning. You know what I mean? Because I don't really want to think about these things. You know, and that's why I don't really do music about these things. Yeah.
So the music for you is the solution to dealing with that trauma, the traumatic experiences that you would have found in Jamaica.
Yeah, apart from and on top of the slavery trauma, the psychic trauma we go through from our ancestors. Yeah.
So then what kind of topics do you get into? If it's not that, then what makes you happy?
Love
girls.
Love song.
Gal then.
Yeah,
love song.
Yeah,
no, we start off with the whole for love song. Like me, I just straight love song. I love song.
Yeah.
You know, anything we deal with love I make baby and song for make babies and
Happy songs. Forget about
I
this
feel
song.
good.
For this
I
song.
feel nice. Yeah. You know, me that.
So then my question is, how is Jamaica today? Because you're speaking about, you know, how you grew up.
Yeah.
Is with so much, I can't imagine how much anxiety, how much trauma that would have been. Is it still the same way? Is it still the same issue?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Because of information is so easily accessible.
Yeah.
You find that because of that information is so accessible, there's so much, you know, poverty going on in the country, seeing, and where there's poverty, you're going to have crime, right? And now, because of as I said, the accessibility of information, you find that not only information is accessible, but everything else that goes with it, that full up the snowball, you know. So
like
you talk
information, you mean like the news of what happened?
Yeah, news,
service, and social media.
All of them things, but also how to get certain stuff like weapon. See, so a lot of that flooding in the country right now, more than before when I was a youth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So the whole thing is right now. It's not just it is like before. You know, it's even kind of to me it's a little bit worse because although over the last couple of months I'm say crime levels drop a certain percentage, but the whole thing is it shouldn't even go there. So you know what I'm saying. But poverty have a lot to do with it, and the struggles of life in Jamaica. You know what I mean?
Pillar, for you, is it the same where you think it's crime that you could observe in Jamaica?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because nobody wanna hungry. Nobody don't like hungry. And because of how the system set it, there will always be some that hungry and some that belly full every time. So therefore, the hungry man will have to seek a way to survive, and that's what lead to a lot of crimes. And beyond that, if there's no crime, there's no business for the prison, for the morgue, for the man who make the box, for the hearse driver. It's business.
That's money.
There's no way and no time there will be a crime-free Jamaica, or not even only Jamaica, because it's not, we talk Jamaica because we're Jamaicans, but it's all over the world. Everywhere there's a part that crime have to continue. Crime is a part of the thing. It's a business. It's generate money.
Where poverty is concerned, this is a problem that is up to the government to deal with. So what might you say the government could do better in order to really...
You see, if the government, basically, they can, but they won't. They're going to keep it at a level. Because check this, if the crime drop, then the value of them purse going to drop also.
Right.
So even if it look like it cut down for a while, it definitely going to have to build up again to keep the flow of income, then should say.
Yeah.
It's reality, a serious thing. I mean, that's it. If you drive a car, fell too long and down gas, it, you're going to run out of gas.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. How you feel about this, Shango?
Well, dirt create crime. Dirt create poverty. So if you don't have somewhere, if I think you should have started from, the school. If you want to solve the problem, my solution, and my, like a 2 cent that I put in, the government know how to do this, but as Pillar said, them not really want to do it because of, not just only because it put money in them pocket, but I think really it kind of keep them in power.
Yeah.
And keep them, manipulating the people, and control what is who to give what and what who not supposed to get and all of that, So, of course, them will always try to make sure it stays at level because if them want to solve it, them can, because it can solve from kindergarten. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once you start teach people how to take up them dirt if them trade on the road, and when you take a country like Singapore or Taiwan and things like that, although them place a rule with some iron fist still seen, but people agree, the people growing like that, they basically agree with what the government offer.
Right.
And it become the norm to them, right?
Yeah.
And of course, they become a crime-free country, right? But although that rule of the iron fist is still some totalitarian kind of vibe going on this up. But nonetheless, still, them things can't happen in Jamaica on a different level because them teach you about capitalism and socialism and all these things, and democracy, right? Democracy is supposed to be, everybody's supposed to be all right? But there's nothing democracy going on. There's no democracy going on in the West Indies or in the Caribbean or even the Americas, I should have said, you know what I'm saying? So the whole thing is, they could do better, but, as my brethren say, they have to keep the people under certain things.
Yeah.
So, and not all of them pocket full, but the people them impoverish. That's my 2 cents. But don't kill me here, sir.
You good. No, let me
music, my love.
Exactly. So let me move back.
Music, we talk about.
Moving back.
Yeah, dangerous. Them thing that we there on.
Exactly.
Yeah, music.
And good, dangerous, dangerous.
Good, dangerous.
That's pretty, you must say pretty melody, dangerous. Dangerous.
So let me talk about that then. Like, what's the creative process for you guys? Like, how does one start from zero and create dangerous?
From zero to right. From zero to right, I like.
Yeah, seriously,
From zero.
Seriously,
Yeah.
And that again is again the prospect of knowing real danger. And we switch the real danger there, which is the sad danger, to a happy danger.
What's a happy danger?
Like girls.
Girls dangerous?
In good ways.
What do you mean?
In good ways. For me, in good ways.
I can't think of a good dangerous.
I can't answer the correlation.
You can't say any words.
But
good dangerous.
Here I say.
Good dangerous. You in your bed with your girl and she make you crazy. She's dangerous, but a good dangerous and she'll kill you.
You might stay in our bed all day.
You may stay in bed all day and even go and go work. Dangerous, because you're nice. That's good dangerous.
Right.
And we really know about real dangerous. So as I say, switch it.
You switch it.
It's just like a man love him car like him girl. You want to sing a song for your car, but when you have to sing about car, so you just put the car as a girl. You'll find lyrics better.
Right. You did talk about that, how you created this song about car, and you're like, how?
Image that car as a girl.
So,
a car is fast.
A girl fast?
Well, laugh. When you love your car, you go up on the highway, you press it, you see that genuine rush the way you get.
I don't know. You tell me.
No, I'm telling you. That's what I'm explaining to you. That genuine rush where you get from that speed in your car and controlling the car there.
Yeah.
It's just like when you have a girl and you saddle up on her and the rush the way she give when she lick her across with your ears, yes, and blow some breeze down in your ears, yes, and you're ready for pop on them, rush their rush.
Right.
That is it. same energy the car gear. So,
And that is the creative process.
Yeah, man, straight. Yeah, man.
So then tell me.
That's how it's a Freemynz, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Tell me what it's like for Freemynz in the studio. What does that look like? I feel like when you peep into studio for certain artists, some of them might be, drinking or trying to, I don't know. Every window is different.
Well,
so what do you guys look like?
Only thing we drink in a studio is tea or water.
Hey, that clear mind.
Yeah, alcohol he doesn't do.
Really?
Number one.
Really, Shango?
Not even ice water in the drink.
What do you mean?
Yeah, can say my singer protect the throat.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's a whole heap of thing that goes with that.
Yeah, go with it,
because it's health and thing like that.
So it's
Right.
like
Health is the main focus.
for us in the studio, it's beer joy, man. Happy, go lucky.
vibes.
Yeah, man, happy vibes.
Right.
Always happy vibes in the
Right.
studio.
I mean, the process in the studio is just that we go in and, we just create a vibe and the vibe created. And sometimes the producer create the vibe and send the music to us and we do the vocals and, send it back to them and them do the mixing, the proper editing and things like that. And, so that's the process of making good music.
We always have a happy energy.
Yeah.
All the time.
So the whole thing is making music is from from coming up from ever since, making music for me is the fun part. The fun part for music for me is making it, right?
Yeah.
And when you're making it, is like that is so much of a burst for me. That's one of my zen feeling and also one of my stars feeling. It does the star just bust open.
All right.
Rush feeling,
Yeah. So the whole thing is the process of producing music is the best to me, and then performing it live also, either in studio or on stage, stage show, whatever. That's the second best to me.
Okay.
In music. Yeah. So the process, I like the production process.
The production process.
Yeah, I love it. Not more, but I love it. Like number one.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if I could just have a moment of your time, it would mean the absolute world to us if you took a second and liked, maybe commented, and please subscribe to this channel if you enjoy this content and want to see more stuff like this. Now back to the video.
Speaking of production, you guys have worked with some pretty big names like Lenky. Right.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know, Lenky would have produced music for like Sean Paul, Get Busy, Wayne Wonder, No Letting Go. You guys worked with him. How did that come about? What was that process like?
Before working with him, him and Lenky grew up together as brethren in the same band from earlier.
Yeah, so man, me and Lenky used to work in the same band, and the whole thing with that is that we are brethren from youth man days,
Yeah.
So linking up Lenky was like, I'm a brethren, so it's like easy move that.
And what were you guys
When
working
said,
on?
if we hadn't approached or Lenky if we didn't have something that catches Lenky, even though him and him grew up together, and Lenky wouldn't work with us.
Right.
So it's our energy and our production.
Me and Lenky and another musician, we had a plan to do some stuff, right? So even when him see me, it's like one of the things he said to me, say, boy, smile. Let me say, call me Smiley. So Smiley, you shouldn't have Jamaica. Where you left Jamaica for, man? So even when him see me, I tell him, say, yo, I want to do some things and blah, blah, blah. It was like, all right. So we just listen to us when we tell him about the group and thing, right? It's like him listen to us, mainly for direction, for say where we'll go and where we want to go.
Yeah.
So, and him start off with where and thing, and I mean, as a man who understand production, him work with Slider man, Sly and Robbie and so forth. Work with some of the best in the world. So, him take us in the same direction, and that was, just knowing him still is a big plus.
What I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
if what we had as Freemynz did not impress Lenky,
Yeah.
I don't think he would have wasted.
It would have never wasted.
Not about you and Lenky, what you and Lenky was thinking about. I'm talking about Freemynz.
Yeah. Ultimately, as artists, you need to be a package.
Definitely.
It's not just one thing. It's not just that thing. It's
a package, and the package could work, and that's why it works.
Right. So what would you say to artists trying to come up, trying to find these same opportunities and what's not, where maybe they get the advice to work hard? Maybe that's just not enough. Maybe that's just that one thing.
No, you see, the advice, people can advise you as much as they want to. If you don't have the urge to challenge yourself, and you would even take an advice. So therefore, you have to know, you have to have confidence in yourself. We know what we could do. We know what we want again. It's not that we just jump into something we don't know where we're going.
Yeah.
We know what we want.
Yeah.
So that even maybe make it even easier. That could make it easier for any producer to work with us.
Right.
Because we are not dumb to this.
Right.
You understand what I say? So if you don't have the courage to go forward, it doesn't matter. It's like them say you can't force water uphill. Something like that.
We got the Marleys. You started your music path because of Bob Marley.
Yeah, me personally.
Right. And you got other inspirations like maybe Buju Banton, maybe Beanie Man, maybe Bounty Killer.
For Buju, Shabba is...
Shabba Ranks.
Is my...
Okay.
What I say, DJ Daddy.
DJ Daddy.
Because I'm originally... Well, I start dancing and but actually I become a drummer in the process.
Yeah.
And I start to DJ while playing drums.
Yeah.
And Shabarang songs were the songs that I imitate. Then I start to, Buju form his thing after the energy of Shabarangs.
Got it.
So Buju would be like, to me, he's the son of Shabarangs because he started voicing like Shabarangs till he found his own voice.
Yeah.
So I actually used to do just Buju and Shabarangs.
Yeah.
But for me personally, Shabarangs was a big inspiration to my thing as a DJ.
How about you, Shango?
My inspiration come from a combination of artists like first we start off with Earth, Wind and Fire.
Okay.
Scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scene, because my style of singing is I used to do a lot of singing. I never used to DJ.
Yeah. That's soul and that funk.
Yeah, then you have an artist named Babandi.
Who's Babandi?
Yeah, that's one of Jamaica original singer.
What genre at least?
Reggae music.
Okay.
Reggae music, And of course, coming down the line, you have man like Barrington Levy and so forth. Dennis Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then within
Bob Marley
this
is also
list...
part of the influence because
everybody,
all of it. Because the whole reggae thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so...
Yeah. So then out of the list of potential artists, so I did ask about inspiration, but I also want to know, like, even with the Buju Banton or the Bounty Killer, is there anyone that you would want to work with?
What I would say...
Yeah, when that time comes around, because of course collaboration is... I really believe that collaboration is one of the main thing that's happening now, and it's gonna be now and forever, because it's good. Music always change its skin or shed its feathers.
Okay.
Every time, ever so often.
Yeah.
So you find so now what's happening, is that collaboration is a thing. So it's not just with with the bounty because we do a lot of love song and things like that, and a lot of girl song. The whole thing is that we like work with female artists. So of course, like Jada Kingdom and certain artists, like some of them young Rihanna. See,
I would give my cousin a call. Let's see how she will work.
Nicki Minaj, if you know her, send her come. I train a girl that too.
Right.
Yeah, so but just to name the few. But
speaking of female connections, through my research, I feel like I saw that you guys also worked with a Beanie Man Bounty Killer connection.
The angel. Mix up in the road. Yeah, straight mix up. Go ahead. You always take it. You always get ready to call the girl name. She gone to the big one on the Bounty Killer and mix her some traffic. Mix you up, you know, boy.
I work with the angel.
No,
We work with Angel.
yeah, let's get to that.
Angel.
And of course, the first lady of dance.
Right.
Yeah.
And the remix for Dangerous,
Dangerous,
right?
yeah, man.
How was that? That had to be so amazing, right?
Well, the
Oh, yeah.
angel mix fit the remix because she's dangerous, you know.
Yeah.
All the girls dangerous.
Yeah.
And,
In a good way.
and of course, you know, she's great.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Nice
She's
vibe,
great.
man.
And it was a perfect combination
Yeah.
because you know, it was a thought, and the thought come to
Yeah, man. Good
words,
vibes, just as
and then it come to deeds. You know what I mean? And that process there was beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I
She
mean?
was perfect for that process,
Yeah.
for that project.
And enough things might still continue. We can't tell because we're still searching for more collabs, you know?
You know, I'm actually curious now because Shango, you're in New York, right? You're stationed in New York. And Pillar, you're here in Tokyo, Japan.
Yeah, man.
How do you guys collab furthermore with each other? How do you
Whoa.
work together and
understand
then with
that.
other people?
All right, no.
Yeah, technology.
It's a pandemic.
Technology. Well, before the pandemic, technology was always
We
our
was
thing.
practicing that long time.
Was always our thing, you know? So
Yeah.
we use the technology to our advantage.
To advantage, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's
you
how we
know,
work.
and you know, because of technology, the world become one basically right now. It's not really like different. Nothing is far. Nothing is far apart.
Yeah.
You know,
In the tip of
because
your hand.
you can take up your phone,
Call.
And
you
have
can
the world.
call anybody down and under
Yeah.
or up above.
The phone
You
is
know,
the world.
even
right now.
even at the space station, you can call somebody right now.
Right.
No?
Right.
Yeah,
So,
so-
somebody could be producing in
Yeah.
Jamaica.
That's how it works.
And even
mastering elsewhere.
even at the space station, somebody can produce something right now and send to it.
Wow.
That's how it
So
works.
so we were that's how we've been working because you know, Phil live here, I live over so,
Mhm.
you know.
The early
And-
part of the process, we did some
And
of the
we've been
work
doing
together.
that from the early part of the process.
Mm.
Some of those songs that we did was, you know,
Like that.
yeah, I do vocals over here and then send it back to producer here and producer
Right.
and then and send it to engineer somewhere
Over
else.
this one.
And you know,
No.
and
Just come
and the
together.
record make it's not like one time when you used to put a thing on your tape, then you put it in a post box and post the tape, you know, or be a spot.
Fly go down
yeah,
there,
or fly go to this.
Yeah,
make sure so
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah,
nothing
yeah,
like that. So all of that now, and the pandemic even make it better for us
How so?
because everybody know was working from indoors. Remember when everything was shut down?
So
Everything
more
was,
creativity, more time for
and it
all
was
those
better
things.
for us because we as Phil said, we've been using that
System before.
before the pandemic.
We have practiced that long
So
time,
now
so
it
it was
become
very
normalized.
easy for us, very
Right,
normal.
right.
The
Yep,
only
yep,
thing we didn't do before that was our
Was a video.
And Dangerous Video done like that.
And we have to big up the man called Gabriel.
Gabriel. Engineer.
Engineer.
The
Yeah,
spaceship flyer,
man.
you know?
So him know him we always follow him instruction, you know, because bless him because we get a good videographer and a good director.
Right.
Yeah, man.
You know, so yeah.
So if you guys could do everything from so far apart, what then brings you together like here right now?
If we could,
Wait, what brings us here together now?
Like
Yeah.
just for example, if everything can be done, you know, far away, what causes something like this to happen? Where you-
energy. Because what happened, you see, they always say, even though we can do what we did apart from each other, as Gabriel would say, naturally, when we are together,
Yeah.
the energy is different. So we decide we need to be together for this project.
Yeah.
So we
The
can,
coming project.
the coming project and the project, yeah, the coming project.
Yeah, the coming project.
And why the reason why he's here right now, this is really the coming project. So we
Coming
decide, all right, we do the pandemic and we test it and we say, good, seeing where that means. And Gabriel knew that when we do things together, it's a different
It's fire.
magic.
It's fire.
you
It's
know,
fire.
so it's really another level.
It's fire and rocket and gunshot. Fire.
About this fire project, you want to give a little details? You want to give the people a little taste? What was this project upcoming?
It's just a higher level.
Yeah, it's just the next level.
Higher level.
Yeah, man, higher level.
The thing with Freemynz, Freemynz
Mhm.
as a group and as artists.
Yeah.
Because Freemynz is an artist, although it's a group, is an artist too.
Mhm.
You know?
Yes, 2 in 1.
So, but the whole thing is as an artist and as Freemynz, as a duo, we really go strive for
Challenging.
outdoing
Do each other.
ourselves.
Right.
Always try to outdo ourselves, right?
Yeah.
And outdo whatever Freemynz did before,
We want to do
whatever we're coming next with, it's to outdo whatever we did before,
Yeah.
And again, thanks to producers who started working with us and, showing that way that we could just, project it now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I wanna bring it back to the fact that
Bring it forward.
Bring it forward.
We're not doing no Michael Jackson. No, you can't. No, it's back. It's back.
the thing is that I want to know about the names here. So I asked about Freemynz.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, just to give the viewers an idea, I met these guys and the first person I met out of the duo was Catapila.
Yeah, man.
And I heard the name. Hi, my name is Catapila. And I was like,
What's going on there?
what do you mean your name is Catapila?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
that's how the face with the reaction. The face with the telling the day. You ask the question for real. Yeah, man.
So tell me, why did you go with that? Where did that come from?
Well, actually, a friend of a fellow musician of mine.
Hey, one drop.
We are in car. Name One Drop.
One drop. His name.
And he's a bass
Love it.
player.
Yeah.
Now, my elder brother
Mhm.
is a bass player also.
Mm.
So when I happened to start playing drums,
Mhm.
my elder brother, his artist name is Worm.
Worm, Caterpillar.
Yeah, my big brother, them call him Worm. So this little short brother, and then when you one drop, I one of them short, busy, troublesome type of musician.
Troublesome.
Yeah, make trouble and jokeify and find, some troublesome kid,
Right.
like a bully you'd say then, but in words and make people laugh at you and things like that.
Oh no.
So I was playing the drums and I said, yo, Worm, I play bass. So you're a caterpillar then, man. And I'm like,
And I just
but by then I was drummer. So when I decide and start to DJ now,
Mhm.
I try many names, and people try to call me King David and all kind of bullshit.
King David.
And all them something there. I'm like, no, bro. no King thing for thing right now.
Oh
And
my God.
eventually the caterpillar done back on me and say, all right, caterpillar my thing.
Yeah.
So I just keep it and it makes sense. Because it even portray my image
Mm.
by thinking of it. Like, the caterpillar, which is the big bulldozer thing that tear down the mountains and the houses and the yellow thing.
Oh.
Big C and the CAT
The,
on it.
the vehicle.
The caterpillar vehicle. The brand caterpillar, yeah. So that is my image on stage.
I don't think she that thing about a caterpillar.
Yeah, man.
I take it at this.
The worm.
That's what I'm going to try to explain to you now.
All right.
That one is the image of me on stage.
Mm.
But you see that little one where you know now when you're up the vegetable and all them things.
Right.
That is me when I'm chill, when I'm at home with the family, when I'm reasoning with my virgin, when I'm on a normal pace. When I'm in the farm, that's why I love my farm, because the vegetable caterpillar eats vegetable.
Right. Oh. Yeah.
So that's-
So
It's just the full circle of my name and the image of my thing.
That makes so much sense. I was also thinking, in terms of the caterpillar, that's just one farm of this entire, organism,
Yeah.
life form.
Mhm.
So for you, your mentality, is it that you think also you haven't reached
No way yet.
the limit?
You put on the wing them yet.
Mm.
Okay, the caterpillar put on the wing after her. Dog. Me tell her when the ring, you see when the wing fly. You hear that?
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. You see the wing when them straight up, man, Yeah.
What about Shango Trex? Like, where did that come from? What does that mean?
Well, Shango was given to me by a Yoruba priest. Well,
Mm.
it's coming from a person who was in the a Yoruba religion from Nigeria, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And I used to work with, a company that's I was supposed to name Prince Shango.
Really?
Yeah. But I did some little paperwork and some little mix up. I never know what I signed in time. And I signed my name. So I couldn't use the full name anymore. So I just stuck with Shango alone, right?
Uh-huh.
So because I feel like I needed another name, and I was playing around with some whole heap of other name. And one day a virgin looked at me and said to me, boy, your eyes are traveling and treks all over the place and treks it. Yeah, I want treks, you just treks up.
What does treks mean?
Because I'm traveling. I'm traveling. So it's like treksing.
Like trekking, but
treksing is like walk, moving from one spot to the other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rastafarian.
Yeah, like a Rasta type.
Yeah, it's a Rasta talk. It's a Rasta talk, because I was amongst my Rasta elders, them, virgin and sister, and this virgin of mine, the pastor, to rest his soul, but him say, yeah, there's a treks all over the place and a treks here and there. Yeah, I like a trickster, So at that time, I think he call me a trickster,
Yeah.
Because it sounds very near to trickster.
Yeah.
See? Till the next man said, no, man, a T-Rex. So I said, what are they? What are they dealing? Because T-R-E-X. Yeah, you understand?
But metaphors, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So the whole thing is, the tricks start to stick on when them say what kind of don't want take it.
Yeah.
Because that's how Jamaicans say. If you mumble about something, they tease you more.
So and it's so that this trick, the name,
I've seen it.
The name Trex really well.
T-Rex?
Yeah, man. T-Rex from there.
T-Rex. I know T-Rex.
Yeah, man. No? So my brethren them now, when I spell out the name and I spell it in all different kind of way, and I try to say Trexin, T-R-E-X-X, T-R-E-X-X-X. Someone I said triple X. No, man, I'm an X-rated thing around here. Yeah, so eventually, as I said, the name stick because I never wanted to stick. So they'll keep on calling me the name, seeing. I'm going to say, all right, the best way to forget them off, I
just accept it.
Just accept
right.
the name.
Right. So you said that the priest.
The one name is Shango.
It was Shango.
Yeah, but it's not a priest. That's why I retract my statement. It was somebody who was in the Yoruba faith.
Yoruba faith.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So he gave me the name Shango.
Does that have a particular meaning?
Yeah, because Shango is a god of thunder, and a god of thunder and lightning and things like that. In the Yoruba faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have many different gods.
Right.
All right, so he's the god of thunder and lightning and also cleansing, because thunder, lightning, rain come and clean the water and clean the land. So yeah, so that's the meaning of that.
Right.
Trexing now become because of
travel.
Because of my movements from different parts of the world.
So if translated into English, it would be like the traveling thunder and lightning God that just cleanse the place.
Put that to the accolade.
I love it.
Because I never put it like that, but no,
work with that. That's a part of it.
No, you come add something else to make it feel good. Right?
It
make no sense. No. See? So this is and this is where we tell us that Freemynz always move forward and take another level. So you bring another level to the game. Yeah.
Blessings.
Yeah. So yeah.
I want to know actually, because we heard a lot about Upilla and Jamaica and going back and all that stuff. What about New York? Why did you went from Jamaica to Japan and then you moved to New York? What was it about New York that
Right. Okay. Show you how I reach New York now. I leave from Japan, went back home to Jamaica.
Okay. Timeline.
And I went back home because I was supposed to be doing something there musically.
Got it.
Right? Because I was doing something here with a record company here, and then things fell apart, and you know with record labels and things like that.
The music business.
Things fall apart, and then what happened? I decided to go back home, and when I went back home to do something, and then what happened? That also fall through to it. It didn't happen. So while I was there, I was thinking of means and way of how to really survive, right? And one of the things is I was thinking of coming back to Japan, but we in Jamaica have a thing called pride and things like that. And because of my pride, I didn't really make that decision there for really come back to Japan.
Yeah.
And during that time again, I get a lot of offer to do different stuff. But one offer that come true that I decided to go with was the offer that to Mexico, right? So I went to Mexico and I was there for almost a year, working there in another club, music again, and that was another means to our ends, because at that time I don't know where I was going yet. But one thing when I leave Jamaica at that time, I decided that I'm not going back to Jamaica. And in my mind, I said, I'm not going back right now because I have to find something to do, And anyway, I was in Mexico for a while, work there and then go back to Jamaica.
How was Mexico? It was.
Yeah, Mexico was nice. Mexico, I was working in a club there.
Yeah.
And I was on contract, and nothing like being on contract and you get fed and you get, transportation with the team.
Housing and
the entire thing, nothing like that. And to top it all, it's tropical, so I was on a beach.
Yeah.
Every day.
That sounds like paradise.
So no, at that time it was real paradise because and the day after I could travel from, I was in Cancun, Mexico. You know Cancun, right? You ever hear it?
I've heard of it.
All right. And so I would travel from Cancun to Playa del and so forth, back and forth, feel good. But fast forward, I did left Mexico, went back to Jamaica, right? And decided I was preparing myself to leave because my mom lived in America.
Yeah.
And she wasn't feeling well. So I feel like I had to be close to my mom.
Yeah.
Right? And we decided that we're going to go to America. Now, the thing with that now, you need a visa to stay in America, right?
Right.
And I went to America and, the visa thing ran out on me. Was running out. It didn't run out. It was running out and I decided to say, I don't want to go back to Jamaica. I have to find somewhere to go. So I started skipping around in country.
in the treks.
Right.
I started trexing.
Trexing.
Up skipping around in Europe.
Yeah.
And until I found a loophole where I could stay in England, right? And that loophole was going to school. Now that's where I secretly did. Not secret, but, Gabriel might not know my brethren, my producer. I produced my film them, Freemynz film them.
Right.
I went to college doing film and television there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I did it for a couple of months, I was supposed to do like a 2 years thing, but I did it for a couple of months, and and
what did you decide on that specifically?
Because with staying in school, you get
right.
Visa.
Right.
Yeah,
It's strategic with it.
Yeah, that's a strategical move scene.
Yeah.
And I pick something that I like,
Yeah.
And so that benefit them.
And
exactly.
But the intention was to really do music, to know how to do music videos.
Videos, sir.
That was the intention. But the whole thing is also the intention wasn't to really stay in there like I was staying there.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about my mom, right?
Yeah.
And I decided to come back to America from there. And then well, it's not a decision I not really like I decided, but I was kind of had to do that, you know?
Yeah.
And because my mom wasn't feeling well and I wanted to be close to my mom. So that's how I ended up in America and staying in America. Because of my mom.
Yeah.
You know? So I lived there for ever since.
How is the family over there? Is everything okay?
Oh, everybody's good. I mean, I lost my mom, but I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not something you can get over, So mama inside of me right now. She traveled, but yeah, the whole thing is, we live there, and the progress of Freemynz really even start to take a different turn while I was living there,
Yeah.
When we get to doing Freemynz, because living in America, I started out all the solo stuff,
What solar stuff?
The solo as an artist,
Oh, so okay, got it.
and learning about production and so forth, like what is really a producer and things like that, and get to understand all of that. I even tried out producing an album for myself and things like that.
Right, so I was about to ask, like, where was Freemynz and all that?
Freemynz wasn't yet because even then, I think Pillar maybe was in Jamaica at the time when I was doing my trexing because we're all, we as friends here before all of the whole Freemynz, we were really friends, and we also had plans to go to Jamaica and put a band together and do some work together and go in the system of recording, and we was moving like that.
Yeah.
So of course, even when I was putting my work together as a solo act, again I tell you, I'm not really a person who like that solo thing. I always like the group thing.
Yeah, group.
Yeah, because I was kind of grew up in that,
Yeah.
So I live in America, and because I also have family here. I was kind of coming here and going back to America once a year,
Yeah.
I spend a few little months,
So both of you have family here.
Yeah.
Got it.
So the whole thing is, coming back here, and then Catapila come back here, and, I link up back with the producer, that used to produce Catapila. And he's also my father. I adopted him as my Japanese father.
Okay.
I adopted him because, he's that kind of person.
The son adopted the father then.
Just decided,
And it was acceptable.
Right. So that actually brings me to the question of, artistically, what does Japan mean for you guys? What does it?
The word, the Japan is
Yeah.
for me, for me personally, Japan
is also home,
Japan is all right. For me, to the depth I take it back like maybe millions of years ago. We are in the world was like, it was a split up because of earthquake. The land mass. It is one land. So that land was like Africa. See? So Japan is my piece of Africa. It's my piece of land in me. So I feel connected to this country.
All right.
With what I don't care what's surrounded with when I'm saying earthquake and this and that, or kind of disaster, natural disaster. I'm not afraid of that,
Yeah.
I guess if it's happening somewhere else, I'll be afraid of that. Like, for example, California, because I feel away like but being in Japan for us, especially for me, is home, away from home.
Yeah. Yeah. So
you
find that you guys get a lot of support and love here in Japan for the music and everything?
Especially me, my music career actually took off
here. Yeah. My one too.
Because I came here as a drummer from Jamaica on a contract, and my whole artisting started here in Japan.
Yeah.
I've released 2 albums here in Japan, do many collabs with famous Japanese artists. Main reason why, because I was signed to Sony Records first.
All right.
So therefore the opportunity of collabing with at a Sony Records artist was open to me as an Jamaican reggae DJ artist or whatever it was. So
Right.
my music career big in Japan more than even I've been known here in Japan more.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so
And you know, to add to that, really, for me, you know, I come in Japan, and what Japan has done for I is I meet my brethren, you know, and
Right.
I meet my wife, I meet my brethren, you know, and people who, you know, I meet the best set of people in the world I meet is really in Japan. And they are not necessarily Japanese.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you
do. I understand.
yeah, man.
A lot of them is like Jamaicans too. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
So,
Which brings me to a question.
yeah.
As Jamaican men,
Mm-hmm.
when y'all see these East Asian of descent Japanese guys and gals out there with locks, eating jerk chicken, saying what the bomba clad, all in the streets and saying, how do you feel? How does that make you feel?
I'm going to answer that still. I mean, make people answer, but I'm going to answer it.
I feel proud as an ambassador still, you know, knowing that even when we start the whole reggae thing in Japan, when we came in, because Bob Marley came here before the whole of we. Anyway, when we forward into the place, there were one of them big man, them coming before us. But when we forward into the place, literally, reggae, you had reggae only for out of the year, reggae's last, but reggae season then should say was only three months.
Mm-hmm.
After the 3 months finish, which is the summer period, and finish, reggae sleep again.
Yeah.
And now reggae is an all-year thing in Japan.
Yeah.
The amount of sound system that is here in Japan, it's amazing. Yeah. And it's like, that made me feel so great that when I was flying from Japan solo from Jamaica solo to come back and live in Japan, when the energy, the events, the negative energy came and said, where you going? Like, where the hell you going to Japan go do, you know, speak their language, you know, this and that.
Right.
And right there, I cut it. I am so happy that I'm proud that I did cut that bad energy and say, listen, I'm on a mission and I'm going on that mission. So whatever I am going to see it grow, the growth of reggae music in Japan is like...
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. As an ambassador, I'm proud of myself, especially over in Chiba. When you look at Chiba Prefecture, I am the one who's responsible for Chiba reggae.
Yeah. Talk about that. Let me hear that.
Yeah, I'm the person who's responsible for Chiba reggae. I can own Chiba reggae. It's my thing. Sound system wise and everything. I build reggae in Chiba. So it's a great feeling.
It's like you're a part of history.
Yeah, one thing about that again, no, that I'm disappointed in is with the Japanese people who try to lock us out of the system, right?
Out of reggae.
Out of reggae. By even renaming reggae as Japa reggae. That don't make it. That disappoints me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, for the person who sacrificed so much and put so much into it and we built it, because if we didn't continue staying in Japan and building this, because the ones who come and go, they just come and go. But we stood here.
Right.
Not knowing the language, being through a whole lot of animosity, that we could get fed up and leave. But again, because of the safety of Japan, we decided to stick it out.
Yeah.
And we build this thing to some kids that didn't even born as yet. When I went back to Jamaica in 2000 and came back, the amount of young kids that they only heard of my name haven't met me. So when they really actually meet me, it was like heaven to them. And it made me feel like, fuck, you did good.
Yeah.
Because some guy would come up to me and look in my saying, Mr. Catapila-san. And it's my picture them as them phone screensaver, you call it, or something like that, because they're interested in reggae.
Right.
So they look at me as one of the main pillow. And that made me feel good. So yeah, it's overall, it's great.
I mean, you know, just to add to what Pilar said, you know, we as ambassadors who come here and bring the music, come here with us and, you know, we spread it. I mean, respect to Bob Marley, respect to Shura Minot and the Human Promotion and everybody who come here before us and set the pace and set the thing. We continue build up on that, you know, and spread the music out and thing. Where the lax and the Rasta is concerned, Jamaica come with, there's something about reggae music and Rasta wherein it's not a subject I really want to touch a lot, but there's a little pieces that Rasta and reggae is kind of correlated because through Bob Marley, But really and truly, I take Rasta from a distance of a virgin them called Leonard Howell. So we should have nothing to do with reggae music, our music and all,
Yeah.
So it's a different thing. It's a more of a Naya Bingi kind of vibe,
Yeah. Yeah.
And Naya Bingi is also, is a female thing, So yeah, many people don't really know that, but that is some other story for talk about. But the whole thing is, Japanese don't really understand the levels of lax and reggae and the music. So of course, Japan is a fad country, And yeah, things like those become like a fad. It can be good and it can be bad. It can be beneficial, and it can be to advantage and disadvantage.
Right.
But we can see the positive with it, and also, of course, there's negative with it too.
Yeah.
See, because what happened, as Pila said, it got to a level of distorting it, wherein it's not for me. It's not really said that come with the Japa reggae thing is a bad thing. But if it was good reggae music representing, for me, if it was representing something, I mean, I don't live here, right? I don't live in Japan, but my brother lives in Japan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I encounter a lot of the bad things about it, and I'm going to see it.
For example, what?
No, like what I'm saying, all them come and them distort it, and without even giving credence in the sense of quality vibe, make it be, because, the people who do that, I went to an event here recently, and the people who do that, them will make up a lot of whole heap of noise and not really representing the stuff properly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like in California where they have Cali reggae, right? When you hear Cali reggae, it sounds like reggae music, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And to another level, which is, is reggae. But, all of that saying that the whole thing is, there's no need for anybody to take the reggae and say, this is reggae and that. Reggae is reggae music. Because, you have Cali jazz, you have Japa jazz.
Yeah.
I never hear that.
Hey guys, if I could just have a moment of your time, it would mean the absolute world to us if you took a second and liked, maybe commented, and please subscribe to this channel if you enjoy this content and want to see more stuff like this. Now back to the video.
But for me, it's a disrespect for them to take it and do that.
Exactly.
It's a big disrespect. But, on the other hand, it's also show how when one thing get away in the earth, how it can go to another level. It might don't please our generation, but next 100 years down the road or 200 years down the road, it will become the norm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And nobody wouldn't say, look at it like it's anything.
So why do you think that segregation felt the need to be that the genres, not only just the genres, but it seems like the artists too, because you guys...
Yeah, because, I mean...
Why is that happening?
And why it's happening is feeling of insecurity, you call it? Insecure? Insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have had experience. And what I'm trying to say, why I say I don't respect the fact that they change even the name, because it's not only the name they change the attitude and everything towards
definitely
music and the system. For example, I had experience, as I explained to you just now, a lot of these kids maybe don't even know, but I am the root and the foundation of Chiba. I'm not saying Japan, and I'm saying Chiba, which is my...
We understand, yeah.
Yeah? And I've been on stage with younger kids who didn't even born when I been...
Looking at
and trying to prevent me from who is original Jamaican from shine, or even to learn something from me.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking of this virgin as a real man and these are the original Jamaican, if I want, I should learn from him. They try to stop me from perform. I try to prevent me from perform on stage, and that made me sad. And wish I would really prefer for them to want to learn something, ask me to teach them to make the business, to make the music better, stronger, firmer for them. I even started a patois school just for selectors, Japanese reggae who want to do reggae, based on the fact that if they know what the lyrics is saying, they will MC better.
Yes.
They will relate to the guests better.
Yeah.
By knowing what the song is saying. For me, when I go to the dance, a lot of them don't know what the lyrics is saying. So therefore, when they MC a lot of bull crap.
Okay.
Bull crap.
Yeah? Which is sad for me.
Yeah.
Because I am here and I'm listening. So it's boring for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so open. I am so open for anyone to ask. Before in the 90s, DJs, like the Boy Ken, the Chappie Ranks and all those guys, they used to ask me, what this mean? Where them said this? What did he say there? What it means? And those guys them bad.
Yeah.
Those guys can perform brilliant, good DJ, good vibes. You think of real Jamaica vibes, it's a total different thing now.
Yeah.
So that made me sad, So the segregation thing, it's just weakening the thing.
Yeah,
the music.
Yeah, because I mean, I was surprised the other day. I come here.
It sounds.
I mean, I come here the other day, and I mean, since I come to Japan and spending a little time and been to the dance and checking out the club thing, and I mean, I'm not impressed really still with us happening, because I think them distorting the whole thing, and I think them, they're disrespecting the culture. These ones, because as I'm saying, with the Chappie Ranks, them and Boy Ken, them and the VIP crew, you them, and them you that them you that they kind of know them, study the thing and know it and
respect it,
and also give respect to the thing, So the whole thing is
just to show you, he talks about VIP. Those guys are the guys that released my first single.
Yeah.
Really?
My first ever single was produced and released by VIP Crew, which is that band, fully Japanese band. That's how much they had to respect the stuff. These guys now, even if they do a show, they don't want you on it because they're insecure. They're insecure.
Yeah.
Which is stupid and selfish.
What do you think they're insecure about?
You got to shine up by them, but which is natural.
Learn from it, from your shine.
Yeah, you can learn. Just open to learn from myself, because there's no way they can outdo me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
No way.
Yeah.
Japan style.
They cannot outdo me. So them stupid for trying to sing the root, the foundation. You gonna fall.
Yeah.
If you don't firm up the foundation, it doesn't make sense. You just gonna rock until you drop off.
Yeah.
And that's what happening to reggae right now. Reggae is really way down. Despite of all these sound system that is here, there's so many sound systems, you'd be surprised. And it's not making no impact.
And also the after pandemic movie not doing anything good for them either.
So how do you guys cut through that noise?
Oh yeah, we just don't pay no mind and do one thing.
Yeah.
We don't make a nice trouble and stop it,
That's for me.
We put on a blinker and go through.
That's for me. If I don't have to go, I don't go. Because it doesn't make sense going.
Yeah.
I have a sound system.
So you put on your own?
I have my sound system. I put on my own event and stuff like that. Sometimes even my sound system I don't want to go and listen to.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Because it's boring.
Yeah, but through the noise is with all the noise that's making really.
Yeah.
We still do what we have to do.
We just do what we have to do and go through, and just keep focused on what we're doing, because it's not really like we're really focusing on one market per se. Nonetheless, we're really picking where nowadays you have to follow the algorithm and stuff and things like that. So we're doing that also and picking the spots where we need to focus on and put the energy in it. And part of that is also the Caribbean, the Americas, the Europe and stuff.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Yeah. Of course, we always have respect for Japan, of course, and Asia, because right now it's not really just about Japan per se, but the entire Asia.
And beyond that, it's not even, it doesn't even just stop with the kids now, I should say.
Yeah.
It's the whole Japan system, because as a foreigner, Japan does not give you the preference to be as equally successful as a Japanese in their country.
How so?
Japanese for Japanese.
Mm.
And it's so funny that I'm living here and I could do as much as I want, but I will never get as big as a Japanese that's even not even doing what I'm like after or close to what I'm doing.
Yeah. Go work 10 times as hard.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I released 2 albums and many, and it didn't go anywhere because number one, they don't know how to deal with it.
Mm. They don't know where
how to market it, how to do this, and you know, so wherever I stop, they just forget you.
Yeah.
No, we call it no energy to it to say this good and this can move and let's do this to this. It's just basically like a prostituting. Easy.
Exploitation.
Yeah. So therefore, honestly, as for me, I'm living here. My family is here. As I said, Japan is my home, also a second home.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not really penetrating up, say, I'm putting out music in Japan and I'm in Japan and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm way over that now.
All right.
It doesn't make sense to do the same mistake again.
All right.
I learned from that.
See, is Freemynz independent? That's one thing I want.
Definitely independent.
Got it.
At this point.
Okay.
And the funniest thing about this now, we go outside, you'd be surprised to see how Japan
you want to establish
yourself.
Establish yourself outside. When a lot of is out there, then of course I'm gonna say, oh yeah.
That's our song.
Yeah.
But what to say, that one is like,
yeah.
And I am on the outside looking in, right?
Yeah.
And for me, I see Japan as a third country, you know, again, a country who it's a monocultural society, so you're gonna get the monocultural way of life, you know.
Yeah.
Those who live here, sometimes it's kind of hard to see it and accept it, you know. I'm on the outside looking in now, right? And I used to live here before, right? So I noticed a lot of stuff, you know, with those who live here and those who want to live here and those who are trying to get into certain things it's gonna be impossible because a monocultural society does not operate like that.
Yeah.
The only multicultural society only country that operate like that is multicultural society, which is like the Americas and so forth, you know, and some part in Europe. But the whole thing is, you know, Japan will never be like that. And that is inside, not even just but it's in the household. When I say the household, I mean like it's in the minds of the indigenous Japanese that's born and grow here from Japan, pure-blooded Japanese, you know. So it's like, you know, I mean, you know, over time, I think really what would happen still over time is that over time, because of where the world is heading, you know, over time things.
Where's the world heading?
Well, I mean, it's plain to see that.
In other words,
it's becoming a one world system, right? Yeah. And Japan is also going to have to be a big part of that, or any democratic country.
Understood.
Yeah. Have to be a big part of that one world order. Yeah. That is been implemented. Since it's been implemented for about 10 years now or more, but it's been practiced now. So everybody have to learn that one language they call
English. That's what I was going to get to just now. Just for example, Japan is way behind English right now.
Yeah.
Which is their weakest point right now.
Right.
The world is leaving them with that.
And it's also, and to add to that, it might be also the strength because what happened really, there are some things in life that cannot explain in Japanese culture, in English. I think they will accept you. More because of how they operate from the old thing.
We starting, or are you explaining? Sorry.
About the monoculture, about that monocultural society, lifestyle and thing. So because, you know, as I said, they will never really be multicultural in that sense of accepting that multicultural mindset. Yeah. You know? Because you know, it's plain to see they have an agenda because I live outside and I see certain things and nothing like living outside of a house and looking in and see all the things that some people in the house can't see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not that you can tell them how to operate the house anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think outside for us, you know, we're mostly focusing now on doing stuff, of course, it will be beneficial to us as Freemynz, even in Japan, because as we said before, Japan, it's not like, although we know these things and Japan is like that, we're not neglecting Japan anyway, We're not neglecting the vibe, We're not fighting against anything more than they know us, in the sense of we have kids here too, we have family here, we have a root here,
Right.
we plant tree here, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My virgin, talk about Chiba, but I can tell you this, I looking and say, him, as a foreigner, treat Chiba better than enough Japanese who born and grow in a Chiba, because, and I see them show a whole lot of respect for him out there. And I guess there might be other foreigners here who do that too, but the whole thing with Japan, I think need to see that, Yeah, because he care about, I'm looking from the outside and I tell him all the time, I say, really, look by is like, you care about the place more. You care about this place and Japanese see that. And all you know is you can see, people in the area will respect him that way there. You know what I'm saying? And Japanese, the Japanese, I'm kind of, I think, because the English is a problem though.
Yeah, man, the weakest point.
English is a problem, and it's the problem with English is about advantage and disadvantage, because some things, learning English in a country, because the language is a thing, because whenever they take away your language, they take away your culture. And the English language is known for that.
Yeah.
Taking out your culture.
Yep.
The English language is known for that, because remember the English language, as you teach English and things like that, it's a bastardized language from many languages.
Yeah.
So it go in people culture and take with them culture. And the Japanese is afraid of that, like the Chinese and everybody else,
Yeah.
So, but nonetheless, they're in a deep hole where they have to do certain things according to the orders of the West, and that is history. And that is for another podcast. Trust me. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you can definitely dive in deeper about.
Yeah. That's for another podcast. But there's a couple of things we're going to touch on another podcast, and we're going to touch on mental illness. But
Cool for that.
Yeah. Don't think that might thing,
Well, you know what? That brings me to the next question.
Yeah.
What is next for Freemynz?
Next.
Yeah.
Big things,
Big thing.
And beyond that, we have a project to be worked on. What about you inside of
The girl in the video,
yeah, one of the good, what about you in one of our next project will be disbelief. The next disbelief, you better believe it.
Disbelief.
Yep. That's the next project.
Yeah.
Believe it.
My question is, am I dangerous enough for disbelief?
Well, you see the dangerous part right now, that's where with disbelief, it's like a disbelief.
Is it
That's the disbelief part about it. So you better believe it. Would love to have you in that video, what I mean. Next thing, what about that?
You know what?
Yeah, we're definitely working.
You're up there too, maybe.
Yeah, man, we work on that. We're working on it. Working on it really, and
Look out.
we're working on a bunch of other things, but disbelief is a focus now because
the next project.
the next project,
Yeah.
and we're looking forward for that to be, in the air, because my prerogative is gonna be their prerogative, and I'm saying, Freemynz prerogative is gonna be the world prerogative,
All right.
and
right.
we're gonna share that with them,
I wonder what y'all are in disbelief about in this song.
Girl again. Again, a big girl.
And fun. And happiness. And dancing. Good vibe.
Love it. So for everybody looking for the good vibes, the happiness, the fun, the gal them,
Yeah, forget about stress. So, Freemynz.
where can you find the music?
The
Plug it.
music will, and it is like what has done already, is an digital platform.
YouTube. We got Spotify,
Spotify,
Apple Music.
Amazon, and all of them, all digital platform, and you can really go through Freemynz Instagram, which is FREEMY
F-R-E-E-M-Y-N-Z.
Get it.
Check the spelling, because you see what it's produced. So we're not spell minds like everybody else. So we want mind.
It's a free mind, right?
Yeah, we just read three links. M-Y-N-Z. Right? Free with that M-Y-N-Z. And that's Freemynz. Instagram is Freemynz. You go there and you go to the bio.
Yeah.
And you get the links to everything that you can get and everywhere where you can.
Link trees there.
Our music.
On the links.
Love it.
You know, once you go into the bio there, it take you right to, which is the link tree. And because you know, them call the link tree the bio, same everything. So yeah, and it take you right through to everywhere where you can stream, buy, watch the video of any music. That's how. See it and contact us.
Before you go and search for Disbelief, go and see.
No, you're not searching Disbelief.
No, I said before you go and search for Disbelief, which is not done as yet, you go and check out Dangerous Girl thing. You hear that?
Yeah, because this
you can find it.
Out.
You can find it on the YouTube. It's on big in Japan platforms.
Yeah.
So you see the thing.
Where you could find everything.
Yeah, man, you know.
So before we close out, anything else you want to say to your supporters, your fans, the people out there?
Just keep supporting Freemynz, looking for happy music. Don't look for no sad and no stress music from it. We're not depend on that. We have it, you know. But we really want to put that in nobody's face because there's so many stress and banger going right now. So we want people for, when they listen to Freemynz, they forget all the way we are going right now and just happiness for the 3 minutes or the 2.5 minutes or the 2.5 minutes or whatever amount of time.
Yeah, because we're really... You know, so we're coming out of a pandemic now, and you know, the pandemic, as we say, we know that we're coming out of that, and right now our duty, you know, I see our duties supposed to make people forget about their stress, you know, forget about their troubles. Seeing we're getting enough of that in the news, and you know, and all the sources that have information given the people. All the sources and the information that's given, you know, people, whatever information they're getting all of the stress of life.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't want to be a part of serving that.
Yeah.
I will serve good music to them in the form of happy music, dancing music,
sexy music.
Music that can make you put your mind at rest and make you sleep. Proper. Yeah, because you after you done wine and make love and everything, you're tired and you go sleep. See, next day and you do more again. You know, so yeah, the whole thing is you know, you know, that's what we're all about.
Yes.
And that's what we will be all about with Freemynz.
Yeah.
You know? So Freemynz is looking forward to the next project. And the lady over there.
All right, guys, and that was it for the Big in Japan podcast with Freemynz. Listen,
remember,
big things coming up.
Remember,
Disbelief.
Remember the spelling, and we say it's
Freemynz. You understand? Z as in zebra. Z as in Zaro.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you have a second, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It lets us know that you enjoy this content and want to see more like this in the future. Thank you.